introducing IAYSP, which is, well, we call it IAYSP because it's shorter, but the actual name is International Association of Youth and Students for Peace. So what it is that we are a volunteer organization, and we want to promote peaceful cooperation between different countries, religions, cultures, and also sustainable development. So originally we were created by Dr. Haksha Hanmoon. She is herself a refugee from North Korea, and she became a peace advocate. So she's known internationally by many for promoting peace, for promoting programs, for promoting cooperation in different levels, whether political, religious, or just on a community base. And so as you can see, we were inaugurated globally in 2017, and in Europe actually in 2018. Our active international president is Mr. Koji Matsuda from Japan, and actually our Europe and Middle East president is Bogdan Pamar, just here with us today. And yeah, the reason why we are here today, as you can see, we have 63 active countries, a few of which are UK, we have Hungary, Switzerland, Paraguay, France, Korea, and others. And we want to create IAYSP Kosovo, which is why you guys are here as well, through different activities, and for example, peace designer training, which we have today. And let me just say. So this was the inauguration that happened in Vienna, in Austria, in 2018. The motto for the event itself was "Peace starts with me," because we do believe that it starts through each individual and by promoting youth to do it, so we can implement changes that we want to see in the world. Because technically, we are the future. We can't lie, really. So our vision is, as it says there, to create a global family of young people building a world of peace and true love. So when we say global family, what we mean is that we want to create a global community. Does anyone know what global mean? Can someone say what global mean? Because I have seen it on your UTT fest. Yeah? Can somebody raise their hand up and say what global means? Yeah?
Like something that connects the whole world, or like that includes.
Exactly. So not just your country, not just your community, but everyone. So every single country in the world, not just Europe, outside. So Europe and Asia, Europe and America, Europe and Africa, everything. And we strive to promote that. So we have events on national level, also on international level, and on every level that we can. So for example, to make this more practical, we have gone to North Macedonia, and we presented IAYSP there, and there's the interest for them to also have IAYSP more in North Macedonia. Actually, some of them wanted to come today, but it was very last minute because we just went there yesterday. So maybe in the future you can actually collaborate with people from North Macedonia and create your own projects together to strive to make change. So as I said there, to advance world peace by empowering youth and students, which is you guys and us as well. I just graduated from university last year, so I'm also included. And it's to become global citizens through education for personal development and peace projects based on the Sustainable Development Goals. Does anyone know what the Sustainable Development Goals are, or have you heard of it from the United Nations? No? Well, it's okay. You'll learn more next session, so don't worry about that. And we do have 4 values, which is RISE, responsibility, integrity, sustainability, and empathy. So each one of them is what we base our projects on and what we do. And the reason why it's RISE is because we can grow together and go upwards. That's why. And it makes a very, very nice, word to just summarize everything. Okay. So our main activities are peace projects. So the peace design training that we have today is one of them. So kind of a glimpse to see what you'll get. We have education for personal development. So an example from Hungary that Sandra has been part of is painting,
Experimental painting
painting training, where people can come and paint their emotions and kind of understanding themselves better. And if you like art, like I do, that's actually quite exciting. But even if you don't, you get to try it out, which is never as hard. And also through intercultural activities. So for example, my friend in France, she was part of the ones that created kind of an evening for a cultural bridge between Africa and France, and kind of expressing that diaspora of the Pan-African culture, basically. And that's just a few examples. We've done a few in the UK as well, but UK is quite new still. Well, only 4 at the moment. But it will grow, and you'll grow as well if you want to be part of this. And yeah, I believe that's everything for me. So you'll hear.
Thank you, Alma. So as Alma also mentioned it a few times, and you will also hear it a lot of times, we'll be talking a lot about peace, right? This is the training about, this is a training based on peace. And perspective, because we can look at peace in many different ways. But before that, before going into all that, because it's someone else going to talk about it, Alma already mentioned the Sustainable Development Goals. So the United Nations, maybe you already learned it in history, maybe not, maybe you will learn it, was created in this hope that after the Second World War, they can create a stable and peaceful world, right? And for that, also in 2015, they recognized that there are crucial areas in where we need to create more peace in. So one of these areas is that there's still poverty in the world, right? In Africa, for example. Or that there are still hungry people around. And this is not good. We need to do something about that in order to create a global peace. Not just peace at home or peace in Kosovo, but a global kind of peace. So that's why we really think that we would like to support the United Nations in achieving those 17 Sustainable Development Goals. But more on that in the next episode, okay, no, in the next session. And when we talk about peace, or world peace, I don't know if you've seen the movie actually, but if we use it too often or for too many things, then it can become really boring or very superficial. It doesn't mean anything then. But if we dig deeper a little bit, then we realize that actually everyone wants to live in a peaceful world. Do you want to live in a peaceful world? Yes. Well, that's really good then. And we're on the same page.